All right, despite rising costs for packaging, energy, and shipping, liquor giant Diageo said this week that pre-tax profits rose 22% for the 6 months ended in December. The company saw notable strength in tequila, where sales rose 61% on the back of brands Don Julio and Casamigos. Joining us now for more is Diageo North America President Deborah Crew. Deborah, nice to see you here. I want to start on tequila. It's almost happy hour. It's a Friday. How do you explain the ongoing strength in tequila? There are a lot of other liquor options out there, as you know full well, but how do you explain tequila?
Yeah, I think for tequila, there's just it's just broad-based occasions, and a lot of different consumers are also very interested in tequila, more and more so. I think years ago it used to be about the margarita, and there was sort of one occasion. And what we're seeing now is it crosses across all day parts, all different consumers geographically. It's very broad-based growth. And of course, for us, Don Julio and Casamigos both gaining a lot of share. And both of these are super premium plus price tequilas. And we had Don Julio was up 43% in the half. Casamigos was up 87%. So really great momentum on both of our brands in tequila. And then, of course, tequila stealing shares from vodka, from whiskey. So we're really seeing, just a lot of momentum across the entire category.
Deborah, I will admit to being a particular Casamigos fan myself. One of the things with tequila and with many of your other premium liquors is it takes a while to make it, right? It needs to be aged. In addition, you have the issue when it comes to tequila with agave, in some cases, being in short supply. So talk me through how that's working for you guys, what the supply of tequila looks like, and as a result, how much you expect perhaps prices to go up in the next year.
Yeah, I mean, we've already taken some pricing on tequila, and we took that pricing and really didn't see any momentum change at all. But you're absolutely right, particularly on the aged kind of variants, the añejos, the reposados, things for us like 1942, Don Julio. We have faced some constraints on it, just simply because the demand's so high. With that kind of demand change, and fundamentally it is based on agave and really high quality agave. So for us, it does take some time in the ground, and so we have had capped kind of volumes. So if you see that 1942 out there, go and grab it. But definitely, these are still very, very high growth numbers. So we see a lot of continued momentum going forward.
Deborah, we are at that point because of this, the supply chain challenges that we may walk into a liquor store and we just don't see some of these liquors on the shelves because it does take a while to make them. Deborah, just real quickly, are we at that point, you think, that we might see shortages? We walk into our liquor store, we may not be able to find those liquors we were looking for just because they take so long to make.
Yeah, I mean, I think for us, we've been able to do a really good job. I'm very proud of the team for being able to work through the various supply chain disruptions that we've had. Some of these are kind of short-term disruptions, and so you may see something out because of a short-term glass issue like we've had on Bullet. Some of these, because of the aged variants, take a little longer to work through. But even on something like Crown, where we have some constraints, we were still able to grow Crown, 12% this half. And so once again, these are very high volumes. And so sometimes you'll see stores that will limit the number that you can purchase, as an example. And of course, we're very careful about how we use that liquid to put them in the really the best, most premium expression.
Deborah, when do you see this these Bullet supply chain issues going away? And what is it about the bottle that you just can't find in the marketplace right now?
Yeah, I think it's a very unique packaging. And so, there's only a few folks that make this glass for us. And so we're working with our strategic glass suppliers to work through it. I mean, glass in general you're hearing about a lot of shortages. You've heard certainly some of the the beer folks talk about it for a while. And, you'll be hearing more about it. But, there's just very few glass suppliers really out there. But that being said, we've got strategic partners and we've been able to effectively work through it. And we gained volume this year on top of double-digit volume last year. So, for us, we feel like we're in a good situation to work our way through it.
Deborah, finally, I want to circle back to the question of demand. You started by talking about the strong demand that we're seeing. We tend to see styles of alcohol sort of be cyclical, right? And different things trend at different times. In terms of a visibility that you have for 2022 and even beyond, what do you expect to be the strongest category? And do you think liquor overall as a category is going to continue to be strong versus, say, beer and wine?
Yeah, we've been seeing, and this was present before COVID and certainly accelerated during COVID, and even as bars and restaurants are reopening, we're seeing this. There is a shift going on, but people shifting away from beer and wine into spirits, which certainly benefits us. We're also seeing people even within spirits, things premiumizing. So, examples for us that really benefited us in the half, you talked about tequila and sort of the strong growth there, but also in places like Scotch. We're seeing a lot of momentum on Scotch. Our Scotch volumes were up 11%, driven by Johnnie Walker. And even within Johnnie Walker, it was driven by things like Johnnie Walker Blue. So really shows the premiumization there as well. And then also categories like vodka, which, tequila's been sourcing a lot from vodka, but we're also seeing a lot of momentum in vodka, especially as bars and restaurants open up. It's a classic sort of cocktail out there for, people want to socialize, they want to get out there, and vodka's perfect for that. Our vodka was up 8%, and it was driven, once again, it's the higher end. It's Kettle One, Ciroc. Ciroc was up 16%. So we're really seeing some momentum again in categories like vodka.
Deborah, real quickly, settle this debate for us. Should we be sipping tequila or still shooting it?
Sipping, especially if you're drinking the right tequila. Don Julio and Casamigos, you definitely want to sip.
All right, well, we came to the source. We got the right answer. Diageo North America President Deborah Crew, good to see you. Have a good happy hour. Have a good weekend. All right, coming up, Yahoo Finance columnist Rick Newman pops in with a look into people running out of money. It's a thing, and we'll be right back.